Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Ace Academy. Safe space which would be awesome, where we're at the club, and for some reason there's no music. So, it's not your computer, it's the game. Or rather, it's not YouTube, it's not me, whatever, it's the game. As I get close, I see a line of people waiting out front as a bouncer checks everyone's ID. This is not what I expected. Valerie stands right out front and greets me with a kiss. Aww. Hey, and music, and also Valerie, and it seems like there'll be another person here since she's so far off to the left. Looks like someone's happy to see me.
Took you long enough to get here.
Look, I'm out a leg, okay? I lent it out, and now I have one leg, and it takes a long time to walk with one leg. Are we at a club? Nah, we're at the bathroom.
Obviously. Where do you think people go dancing?
It's a good question. To be honest, I don't particularly know where people dance. I thought we were talking about the dance classes. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Your girlfriend invites you to go out dancing. You think it's a dance class. I'm so baffled. Valerie laughs.
Nope.
I glance at the bouncer up ahead as he turns away a couple of underage girls. How'd they expect to get in? Oh, maybe because you're in Japan and the age isn't 21 there.
With my ID, of course.
She pulls out her ID, which labels her as 20. Where did you get that? She smirks.
I have my ways.
Isn't she 20, though? Hang on. We might be entering territory I'm uncomfortable with. Should be careful. It's better than my old fake. Let's take a close. Are we not in college? Let me take a closer look. Let me see that. I snatch the ID out of Valerie's hand and bring it close to my face. Huh, this is actually very realistic. Valerie smirks.
Pretty good, right?
So then how old are you? This is the worst. What is happening? You might be able to get away with it.
May I have it back now?
Because I thought we were in college and that you were actually 20 and that the game was just being dumb because it made the drinking age less than 21 and it's like, what the fuck? I hand it over.
Thank you.
Welcome. Aren't you going to get in line? Valerie laughs.
Who stands in line?
Unattractive guy. I mean, nothing. She strides right up to the dancer and bouncer and flashes him an irresistible smile. She then slips her ID into his hands. He grins appreciatively at her and waves her in, but stops me as I try to follow.
He's with me.
Valerie touches the bouncer's arm and gives him a sultry look.
It would make me really happy if you let him in too.
I would be really happy if I knew the age of the characters in this game. I'm getting such conflicting points of argument. How old is Valerie? How old am I? I thought this was college. What the fuck is happening? He sighs and checks my ID, then waves me in. I'm not thrilled about the way she looked at the bouncer, but it beats standing in line. She got you in. It's just the way social stuff works. I'm breaking down. Valerie winks as we slip past the bouncer and into the club. I squint at the dim bar as my heart pulses in time with the bass. With the bass. The place has a decent crowd for this time of night. I migrate towards the bar and order a drink and someone age appropriate for Valerie. Oh, and something. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm losing my goddamn mind. She accepts a drink with an amused glint in her eyes.
Come on, let's dance.
She grabs my hands and pulls me to the dance floor. Valerie swings her hips in time to the beat and bounces in rhythm to the music. She smiles at me. Do what seems fun. Bust out hip-hop skills. Fuck no. Just rock back and forth. Also no. Chicken dance. Do what seems fun. That's what I do all the time. Who cares if I'm good or not? I'm just going to do what fucking feels right and have some damn fun. Sway my body in whatever way the music takes me. Hell yes. Sometimes my limbs don't respond quite the way I thought they would, and my movements seem a little jerky and uncoordinated. That's fine. She giggles.
Are these your sick moves?
Yeah, ovs. That depends. Are you impressed yet? No, I'm not. She giggles again.
It's a good thing you're cute.
Hell yes, a thing I don't ever hear. After dancing together for a while, I feel thirsty. Oh, I bet you do. Wait, hang on. Should I stop these jokes? I'm going to get another drink. You want anything? She shakes her head. Okay, I'll be right back. Is she trying to take advantage of me? Of my drunkenness? I return to the bar and order a water, then chug it in one long gulp. I'm not sure that I was then thirsty then. Dancing is hard work. I feel like I'm getting a workout. As I go find Valerie, some random guy corners her. Uh-oh.
What's a pretty thing like you doing in a place like this?
That guy. I didn't even realize. What the fuck? Also, that's a dumb question. Why would she not be in a place? This is a club for people who are attractive to dance. You've answered your question. Mary forces a smile and steps away from him.
Sorry, but I have a boyfriend.
I'm just talking to you. That's not a crime, is it? How about I buy you a drink?
Nah, we're not talking crime. See, talking is fine. You can ask about the weather, or the time, or say, hey, where's the bathroom? And then you'd be like, yo dog, how about I buy you a drink? And be like, why you do that? What a vulture. I step away for 1 minute, confront the guy directly, use his own strategy against him? I'm definitely intervening, because she like, cued me into the situation, be like, yo, I got a boyfriend, and then I'm that guy, so I gotta do something. Use his own strategy against him? I'm so curious. Can I... Yes, I can save. I'm gonna save Scum for a second here. What's this mean? Hey there. Okay, now we're in the money. What's a pretty thing like you're doing in a place like this? The guy rolls around and glares at me.
Go away. I'm not interested.
Exactly. Ah, don't be like that. It's not a crime to talk, is it? How about I buy you a drink?
Back off. I'm here with someone.
Valerie suddenly looks intrigued.
You are?
Yeah, you, of course.
Valerie points at me.
That's so strange because I'm here with him.
Oh, what a triangle of a nuisance this is.
What?
Sling my arm around Valerie and she places a hand on my chest.
Meet my boyfriend.
Forget it.
Boom! That's how you handle the situation. Also, I could have gotten punched and murdered. So, you know, that's fine. He slinks back into the crowd. We sit down and rest for a few more minutes. That guy sure knows how to ruin a mood. Still, I'm surprised Valerie let him off the hook so easily. Yeah, because I walked in and had a fucking time. That was great.
Hello?
Hi. Her voice jolts me out of my thoughts. Oh, sorry. I was just still annoyed by that dude from earlier. Valerie frowns.
Don't even waste your time thinking about someone like that. Besides, we have more fun things to do.
Right? I smile and nod. She's right. She grins and interlaces her fingers with mine. Also, my eyes are fucking burning. Hang on. It's that, like, laugh crying where a tiny bit of tear comes out, so it's all salt. It is 150% salt coming out of your eyes, and it burns. That's what I'm at right now.
Break's over, mister. Let's dance some more.
But I just drank a thing. We dance until our feet grow tired. Oh, man, my feet hurt. And we can't dance anymore. As we walk out of the club, Valerie leans into me to ease her aching feet. Reminiscent of our first outing together, I scoop her up into my arms. She gasps in surprise, then laughs and throws her arms around my neck as I carry her back to my bike. Spontaneous couples, they don't always work out, but the ones that do, oh, those are the best ones.
I'm getting a strong feeling of deja vu.
Really? Because I'm not. I do anything I want all the time. Don't think about it. I kiss her on the lips, and when I pull away, her cheeks are pink.
Okay, that was new.
Really? Because we've made out like 17 times now. That was a visual gag, and I apologize. what I did was I held up the number 3 with my fingers, because, you know, that's how many times it's happened on camera. But during the process of me talking, I put out more fingers, like, started counting them, because, obviously, there's been more than what's been on camera. So, I apologize for the visual gag you'll never see. When we arrive at my bike, Valerie and I both climb on. After I drop Valerie off at Ace, I head home. Although tonight wasn't at all what I expected, I still ended up having a good time. Ovs, it was fun. Obviously. My stomach growls loudly as I park my bike in the garage. Nikki, please be home for once, and also want to cook. I wonder what we're going to have for dinner. As I enter the kitchen, I see a dainty strawberry cake sitting on the kitchen table. Cake for dinner? I peer closely at the layered cake and use my finger to taste the whipped cream, ruining the cake because I'm an asshole. It melts on my tongue in a cloud of sweetness. Fresh whipped cream! That's the only kind of whipped cream I'll eat. Mom spoiled us. She never bought whipped cream because she'd always make it herself. I wish I knew how to do that. Because that sounds awesome. I love whipped cream. I love Cool Whip. Wait a minute. Mom's birthday! That thing I was sad about earlier. Nikki? Did Nikki bake the cake for Mom's birthday? Search house, but see no sign of her. There's no text from her on my phone either. Clearly she came home after school, which means there's only one place she can be. Oh, she's in her room crying. Oh no. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. I grab my keys and hop back on my bike to find Nikki. We live next to a park back home. Well, she's still going to be curled up in a ball crying, which is sad, but not in a room. And often escaped to there when she was upset. Just as I suspected, I find Nikki swinging forlornly in the park. Oh my god, that's so sad looking. Ah. I'm gonna be crying for a different reason. Her head is bent as she gazes down at something in her hands. I take a seat beside her. She glances at me but doesn't speak. Instead, she cups the open locket in her hands, the one that usually hangs around her neck. Inside is a picture of Mom and Dad. You okay?
I don't know.
Mom would have loved that cake you made her. He snaps the locket shut and holds it to her chest.
I had to do something, you know? Today is Mom's birthday, and I couldn't not celebrate it.
Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart hurts.
So I thought I'd make her a cake, like we used to, but...
You got real sad. Her voice trembles as she takes a minute to compose herself.
Then that cake, it was like it was taunting me. A reminder that Mom will never get a chance to eat it. It's not fair.
This is really fucking... I'm really sad now. Nikki's knuckles turn white as she clenches at the locket. Her hands begin to shake. Oh, what happened? I clicked off the screen.
I barely got any time with her before she was taken away, and I just want her back.
Yeah. Nikki.
I know I'm being crazy, but I just keep thinking it's my fault.
Wow, that's not good. Tears trickle down her cheeks and leave wet stains on her shirt. Instinctively, I pull her in a hug. She leans against me. It wasn't your fault, Nikki.
It is.
You had no control over this. She pulls away and falls silent. When she finally speaks, her voice is thick.
I missed the bus that day.
Oh, no. What?
The reason I left the cafe is because I missed the bus and needed a ride home. I keep thinking, what if I had just gotten on that bus as soon as class ended? I wasn't even doing anything important. I was just hanging out and lost track of time. I remember being so annoyed when they didn't show up. I was so angry I had to walk home, and all I could think about was how much
Her voice falters.
I hated them.
You didn't mean that. You were angry.
What kind of daughter thinks like that? When I remember, I just feel so disgusted with myself.
I mean, that is good. You feel bad. You dislike how you used to be. Your negativity. Be that as it may, what happened wasn't your fault, Nikki. You didn't tell that driver to hit them. You can't keep blaming yourself.
Then why do I feel like I'm being punished?
That's depression. Because this sucks. Because it's so easy to think about all the years that have been stolen from you and to lament the loss. But you can't keep thinking like that. The positive side, I didn't fare much better. Be happy for the time you did spend together. There we go. Focus on all the good times you had with them. The last thing Mom and Dad would want is for you to be sad because of them. They want you to be happy.
I know. Just miss them so much.
I know, I miss them too. But on the bright side, at least they still got me. Nikki sighs.
I thought you were trying to make me feel better, not worse.
There we go. Hey. She lets out a weak smile. Her tears have stopped and some color is returning to her face. Remember Mom's cake from last year? It was completely inedible.
You mean the second cake? The one you baked for Mom because you forgot her birthday?
Yeah? Oh yeah, whoops. Nikki laughs.
Mom tried so hard to eat it, but eventually she just gave up.
Not my finest moment, but at least it wasn't as bad as the one Dad baked the year before.
You mean when he almost burned our entire house down?
Yeah, that was a bad time. She laughs so hard she snorts, which only makes her laugh harder. Her laughter is infectious and I can't help but join in. I think I got a lot more of Dad in me than you do.
Yeah, but it's not all bad. You got a lot of his good qualities, too. Like how you're always there for me when I need you.
Yeah. It's a hard job, but somebody has to do it. He bumps me playfully with her swing.
Rude.
Oh, right, she's on the swing. No, you know what's rude? Leaving a perfectly delicious cake untouched in the kitchen.
That's true. It was made for eating.
So let's go eat it. Let's go enjoy the shit out of that cake. Grinning from ear to ear, Nikki nods and stands up. Together, we head to my bike and I drive us back home. Man, I haven't lost, like, a direct parent myself, so I'm not fully, I don't fully understand, but my sister took it really hard when our grandparents died, especially our grandpa on my mom's side, and we back then especially argued a lot. We barely liked being near each other, but I still remember at the graveyard when they were putting his ashes in. She held my hand, and I remember thinking, like, because I have autism and like I don't notice emotions as much as other people do. It's like in myself and other people, whatever. I remember like being observant, as I always am, just sort of inside my own head, just watching, and I didn't realize like how much she was hurting until that moment, and I felt a bond there, and we've been significantly closer since, and I'm pretty sure it's not because of that, but I don't know. It's hard for people. Different people handle the death of loved ones differently, and that's, it's all a subjective experience. It's all very complicated and stuff, but I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to share, I guess. As soon as I park, the two of us hop off my bike and eagerly rush into the kitchen, then freeze. There's only 1/3 of the cake remaining, but there's 3 people living there. Only have 1/3 of it, not 2. Cake remaining, and a trail of crumbs starts from the kitchen table and ends at his face. That's not how crumbs work. You can only stare in stunned silence at the scene.
Uncle Kaito?
He pauses. A fork full of moist yellow cake is halfway in his mouth.
Did you eat all of the cake?
Well, he clearly only ate 2/3, but he looks from his fork to Nikki, then back at the fork.
I want my lawyer.
He may have burst out laughing as Uncle Kaito, as Uncle Kaito shoves the fork into his mouth. Nikki and I split the rest of the cake while Kaito looks on longingly. Nikki is all smiles. And the rest of the night, as Uncle Kaito asks us about our day, I tuck into bed early as I know I'll have a busy day of frolicking in the hot springs tomorrow. Soon I'm dreaming about Valerie steaming up the hot water. Ooh. The water was cold when we got there, but when she stepped in, it was boiling. Oh, wait. But that'll have to be it for this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, have been Keywii. You've been great too, and you yourself a delightful day. Goodbye.